Hello Cancer, Cancer Rising and Cancer Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting June 19th, 2017. And a quick reminder for all of y'all Gemini people out there, remember I am Gemini. I meant Cancer. You know I meant Cancer. Someone's going to write a comment below. I have got a special pre-order sale going on right now for the Tarot Home Study course that I am debuting on July 1st. If you pre-order it now, you can get it at a discount. It's going to be over 3 hours of downloadable video content plus supplemental writings taken directly from the book that I'm working on for you to learn the tarot on your own time at your own pace. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're really going to enjoy it. And again, that's all available at my website, integrativemysticism.com. It's the same place you'd go if you wanted to get a session with me. So what is going on with your astrology this week, Cancer? Well, this week we do have an interesting angle going on on Tuesday. The Sun and Mercury in your 12th house, so your past, your privacy, and your hidden zone, it's going to be forming an interesting square to Chiron, currently in your 9th house. Now remember, Chiron is kind of like the wounds and the bruises that we're not over. We're just not done for whatever reasons with these issues. And this is coming from a good thing happening relating to somebody, or maybe even a place, or a situation you had in your past. Remember the 12th house, and what's out there abroad in the 9th house. The 9th house is our our higher education, our connection to the wider world, our philosophies. And there could be something really, really nice or really, really good that happens to you behind closed doors, or again coming from somebody from your past that may challenge an issue that you may be facing with a greater collective. Whether this is a school group, an academic group, this could be a church group, or maybe even a political affiliation that you have. There's something that creates a bit of a cognitive dissonance because something that you didn't expect to come from somebody from your past, possibly even somebody who came contrary to this culture that you embraced, actually does something that changes your mind, but in a way that opens everyone's mind as well, and it's a very interesting angle to see. It's not all that common to have them conjunct like this and doing that. On Thursday and Friday, we've got the Sun and a new moon moving into your sign where, again, it's your birthday season. It's time to start planting seeds for a lot of you Cancer people. I did talk about this a bit in the monthly astrology horoscopes. And this is a time where whatever you want to get started needs to be given the attention and the initiation, especially through the duration of June. If you're trying to get yourself, into a place where you can capitalize on this energy for whatever you want, not just where the planets are. When a planet or a lunation is in your sign, that is the wild card blessing. So what are you trying to initiate? And you have to be the initiator. What are you trying to get started? Are you trying to move, get a new job, have a new relationship? It's time to start planting those seeds because those will actually start to bear fruit by the time we get into August if you start putting the work in now. So what is going on with your cards this week for the Cancer people? Well, for your spiritual advice, we do have the card of the Elven Touch upright. And again, there's a reconciliation going on. There's a comeback happening. There may be even something coming back again from your past, something very good. The Sun and Mercury in your 12th house, your past, your privacy, and your hidden zone is trying to give you old gifts, give you things back from your past that you need in the present. And, even though they're challenging Chiron, this may be a good thing. This may be a wake-up call. With the Elven Touch card, it can talk about, maybe this new thing that we've had, this new group, this new research group, this new school group, this new study group, this new church group, this new spiritual group, it's outlived its usefulness. It's outlived its time with us because we did it, that was part of an exercise, that was part of an effort to expand, grow, or heal away from a situation, but now that that situation has come back and it's better than it used to be, maybe we don't need it anymore. And that's something you really need to pay attention to because sometimes we over-identify with the process of Chiron. Chiron can make us over-identify with our issues a lot. And so this revival, this comeback, whatever is coming back, this could be a big comeback for you, or something being returned to you that you were not meant to lose. Or maybe you were meant to lose it because now you're ready for it. For your Earth sector, when it comes to you working your finances, we've got the Five of Swords upright. Good Lord, Cancer. The Five of Swords upright does indicate a win coming your way, but you need to be careful because this may actually come at the price of another person's success. You know, the Five of Swords is talking about a competition you could win, but this competition is getting ugly. And this may be a situation that you don't feel like you have won rightfully. Now, I would honestly say with the Five of Swords, this doesn't have to be as harsh as it feels, but there is something where, again, you're being put in a position where you may feel like you are pitted against friends and colleagues, and it's not friendly competition. However, there is a success for you, there is a win for you in this, but you want to make sure that people don't have to feel alienated, crushed, or defeated so that you can feel better. Because there may be a problem with somebody else deciding that that's how they're going to celebrate your victory. And we don't need that kind of alienation, because it's, you know, it's just not a good look. It's really not. It's a win, but it could cost us in an intangible way. So we got to make sure that it doesn't. For your communications with air when it comes to your friends, your relatives, and the others in your life, we do have the Six of Pentacles reversed. And there may be a situation going on here where you could be turning somebody down this week when it comes to friends or relatives, somebody who's been asking for too much help, or somebody who has been maybe leaning on you a bit too much. They're constantly asking for too many favors, and good on you for actually turning him or her down. Because sometimes the Six of Pentacles reverse can talk about where we're not sharing our energy correctly, where we're not actually dividing our time fairly, or also it can say where, you know, we need to be more judicious or more selective in who we give these resources to. One of the things about this card I like is that one person in the situation, you have to decide who, upright you've chosen correctly, reversed sometimes we're not, is getting more than they should, and another person is getting less than they should. And you may notice that among friends and relatives, perhaps the squeaky wheel is the one you've been giving your attention to, but it's not broken. They just know that the squeaking wheel often gets the grease to shut it up. And maybe this person doesn't need it as much as you think. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Hangman upright. And this card can indicate, again, taking a step back is necessary. Not taking sides is necessary, but not taking sides can be a challenge. A tactical withdrawal may be necessary from a situation where people are forcing you to not only choose sides, but perhaps even take a stand and speak for them. And the Hangman can often say staying on the fence may be a wise thing to do because neither side of the yard is actually correct. In fact, with the Hangman upright, the sacrifice or the compromise here isn't necessarily that bad. But the challenge with the Hangman is dealing with the overwhelming pressure of people to kind of vacillate on an extreme, to take a hard yes or no, black and white kind of side, when you know the middle path is better. And this week there may be something going on, again, where you feel an overwhelming pressure to betray your own values, to take sides and think like in black and white absolutes, when you know it's probably the worst thing you can do with whomever this is actually attached to. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Eight of Wands reversed. And the Eight of Wands reversed can indicate some misfires going on that we need to have some patience with. Whether you're single and looking or dealing with a partner, you know, the Eight of Wands reverse can talk about a situation where a person has spoke too soon, and all of a sudden they're trying to kind of regroup, you know, gather their thoughts again, or maybe rephrase things that they've kind of already put out there. Now, the truth of the matter is we've got to give this person some credit and give ourselves some credit. You may feel the need to regroup and rephrase some things that you put out there that your partner or your crush is already prepared for. But the problem with the Eight of Wands reversed is kind of saying, again, it's the original first draft statement was a little off. It was a bit incorrect. It wasn't the right thing to do. It shouldn't have been submitted. It shouldn't have been sent or spoken. It's not been thought through all the way. And this is a week where if people can be patient with that and not feel the frustration of the regrouping, then everything's going to work out okay. But be careful if a partner or possibly a child that you have freaks out, or if somebody freaks out because it needs to be redone, they might be thinking it's getting taken off the table entirely, which is totally not the case. So make sure that people understand where these regroupings do need to happen, because the Eight of Wands reversed is just saying something has been misfired or again put on the table prematurely. Picking it up doesn't mean we're necessarily taking it away from the table. We just need to, I think the second draft is going to be a bit better. So that is your horoscope, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.